Hello guys, welcome back to House of Cramel and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I will be doing another pantry refresh. That's right, this is a realistic small pantry refresh. I'll be decluttering and cleaning this place out. We have gotten way out of order, so I'll also be kind of looking at my system again today just to make sure it's something that we can easily follow. I'll be following the steps, clearing every single thing out, cleaning it out, decluttering and editing things that I don't need or that are expired, and then refilling it. That's how I like to tackle most all my large cleaning and decluttering projects, and that's how we're going to tackle this one. So let's go ahead and get started. Here are the steps again, just in case you wanted to see them. And yeah. Guys, one of the biggest reasons I like to clear everything out is because you never know what you're going to find way in the back. And I did find some surprises, so stay tuned to see what I found. Ouch. All right guys, as you can see, I have completely emptied out the top and bottom shelf. If I didn't say it before, to make this less messy and less overwhelming, I'm only going to completely empty out a shelf at a time so that you know, I don't just have a complete mess out. But this also just kind of, it's like project management 101. Bite larger projects off into smaller pieces to make them more manageable. So yeah, you can see nothing's back there. I wiped down each shelf. It wasn't very dirty, and here's what we're left with. So this is all the stuff that was in the cabinets. It's actually not bad, which I'm glad to see. I did find a few things, like maybe one or two things that had fallen in the back of the cabinets that they just kind of went into the abyss and we forgot about them. So I don't have very much to go and throw away. And I also had some like containers that are in use right now. And I actually like these OXO containers a lot, these ones. I'll talk about the other ones later. But so I am going to keep these, and I'm probably going to put them back up in the cabinet in the far back because those cabinets are so deep. That space is only usable to me in a small amount of ways, but this is one. I can put these in the back, and also putting these in the far back of the shelf also helps me not to lose things back there, so it's kind of creating a small shelf. So I'm going to go through all of these items, see what I want to keep and throw away. Things that qualify to be thrown away are things that I have not touched and I don't know how long, and you know, that's just kind of going to be if I haven't seen it or touched it or replaced it in like a year or less, or well, a year seems long for food, but I'll say a year because a lot of this stuff is not perishable. Or if it's stuff that just got forgot, or if it's expired, especially, it is going in the trash. So I'm going to go through this and then I'll show you what we're left with, which I honestly don't think it's going to be that much that I throw away. So let's see. Alright y'all, I'm actually really surprised at the amount of stuff that is going in the trash. 99% of this stuff is just expired. Some of the dates I was extremely surprised by, especially since I called myself having gone through the seasonings before. But I guess, I don't know. I guess I just overlooked some. But there's some, quite frankly, that we just don't touch as much. And we know not to buy, like this Lowry's. Believe it or not, we don't use a lot of seasoned salt. We use a lot of Tony's, and we use a lot of like actual salts when we do need salt. And then there's this kinder seasoning that we love. So it's kind of replaced Lowry's in our lives. But that doesn't mean we never use Lowry's. We'll probably just start getting a smaller one. But this big one has been, I can't even tell you today, y'all. Anyway, this like fish oil. I got this a long time ago, but I got it to replace one that I already had, and turns out I didn't like this one because it is really fishy, and the one I got from Whole Foods wasn't, so just kind of look out for that. But this is also now expired, and I am not going to, yeah, we just didn't like them, but I just didn't have the heart to throw the thing away. But now they're going in the trash. Everything here is expired, including these. I never got to open. I bought these right before I found out I was pregnant with Camden, so needless to say, I did not take them, and in that time it expired. So I'm probably gonna get something else. I'm probably gonna buy this again at Costco. That's where this came from, and like actually try it, but I didn't even get to try it, but now it's expired. It's some popcorn. My husband liked to make fresh popcorn, so these little packets, they just, who knows how long they've been in there. So yeah, everything here is going in the trash, and now I want to go back and put everything in. So one of the things I thought about while I was doing this project is the fact that I need to really do a better job of checking in on some of the old items we keep in our pantry. I think I take for granted for the fact that it's small that I see everything, but stuff had fallen all the way in the back in the top cabinets, and there was surprisingly even things in these drawers that were expired or that we hadn't touched in a very long time. So another tip, definitely create some checkpoints, whether that be right before really large grocery shopping trips, or better yet, when your pantry is at its barest. That's probably the best time, because it's probably easier to get through and look at things that are in there. Yeah, I had so much hope for these OXO containers, and as pretty as they look, they let me down a bit. I'll explain more in a minute, but keep watching so you understand why I don't like these containers anymore and what I'm replacing them with. Alright guys, so we are in the middle of this thing, and we are honestly almost finished. So I wanted to talk a little bit, or take a second to talk a little bit about the containers that I'm replacing. So before, in my like dry goods, or you know, baking stuff, pastas and things like that, that drawer, I had these OXO containers. I really did start out liking these, but as I began to use them, the suction just stopped. It did not suction, and it's like I tried like redoing the piece that's supposed to hold in the air, but no matter what I did, every time I tried, like when I lift, the top just comes off, and that just made me think like none of my stuff was as fresh as it could be. And I held on to them for quite a while. Since my first pantry refresh, that's how long I've had them. So I decided that once I found some that I really liked, that I would get them. So I decided to get Prokeeper's Baker Storage set. These, I've been really happy with their products. I have some produce keepers that I've had for probably for as long as I've had those OXO containers, that are holding up so well. I've not had to buy any more. If I did buy any more, it's because I wanted more, but excuse me, I got them off of Costco's website, and I also found these at Costco for like a steal. I've seen this set in a couple of counts, but like very similar count for almost double the price. I want to say I paid like $39.99 for this, and when we saw it in the store, I told my husband, I was like, we got to get it, because these, especially this brand, is much more expensive than this, and I was looking for another solution anyway. So you know, when I found it, that was it. What comes in it is exactly what you see here. One meant for flour, one meant for sugar, one meant for powdered sugar, coffee keeper, brown sugar keeper, and a mini keeper. I don't think I'm going to be using all of them all at once, not anyway. but I will be using the flour, sugar, and brown sugar keepers for sure. I don't drink coffee, and I'll probably just put the others away in this box. And if I find a use for the other pieces, I'll take them out the box and use them. But for right now, I'm putting them away. Also, since I don't think my stuff has been kept that fresh, I want to just throw it out. So I'm going to empty all these containers, and I'm basically just going to send the OXO containers to the Goodwill. Maybe someone else would like to use them, but I'm just going to get them out of my house. I'm trying to not hold on to a bunch of stuff this year. I'm trying to declutter, make space, keep all of the things I intend on using now, or you know, a little bit in the future. But if I don't think I'm going to use it, or if I haven't touched it or used it, I'm trying to get rid of it this month, between this month and next month anyway, because it's almost the end of January. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and empty these containers, and watch for a YouTube short where I actually refill them. YouTube short or IG reel, more than likely both, because I gotta go shopping. With me cleaning out this pantry, it's been eye-opening on the things that I actually need to restock. So there will be a short of me restocking and refilling some of the containers that I got, but I will place them for the sake of this pantry tour. But I'm probably gonna go to the grocery store tomorrow, actually, because we have plans. Either that, I'm going to do a grocery pickup so that I can refill my containers with fresh flour, sugar, things of that nature. I'll probably keep my brown sugar because I know we've been using that, and yeah, I'll probably refill that. But that's the only one. And then the other containers I got, hold on one sec. The other containers I got are these the Home Edit, what do you call them? They just call them canisters. Sorry, I was looking at the box. They just came in a brown box. I ordered them on Walmart.com. I felt like they were really modular, and I got the, oh yeah, this is a seal. So they have a top. I love that I can see through the top with the because I have drawers. I like the fact that I can see the top and the sides too with these. The seal is sealing. So you got to push it down. Oh, also there are like some little holes that's supposed to line up. Oh no, that's it. That's right. Sorry, I thought I heard my baby. Okay. So click, and that's it. So you see through these, you see through this. I'm not crazy about, I'm not sure how it comes off on camera, but the plastic has a purplish tint. I didn't really expect that, but I mean, it's not a dream killer. So I'm going to keep them, and I'm going to use these for like my rice, baking soda, things that I'm not putting in here that I am going to re-decant. There are some things that I'm no longer going to decant, because not only did I not replace them when I first put them in the containers, we don't really buy them. I will have a surplus of these containers, so if I feel like I want to do it again, I'll have some extras. But until then, I got this medium size, and I got this smaller size too, because I thought that would be perfect for the drawer and the height of it. So let's get started, I guess. Oh, one more thing. I did get some new labels. These are the exact same labels that I bought last time. I still like the font. I like the fact that they're clear. I just rebought the same ones. Literally went into my old orders, found them, and repurchased them. So I'll put the link below, and I'll also link the new containers below as well. I'm not sure. I'll link what I can for the baker set, the baker storage set. Things go in off and on the Costco website just because that's the nature of their business. If it's there, I'll add the link. If not, I'll add a set from another link, maybe Amazon or something like that. All right, let's get back to it. Hello guys, welcome back. And I am actually working right now, but I'm about to eat my lunch. But I decided to go ahead and film the pantry tour for you guys. I finished it a little bit earlier today. I went to the grocery store after I dropped off the kids before I started work, and I did have to like refill some stuff. We needed groceries, so you know. So it does, you might see some extra things that you didn't see before, which is fine. But I just want to go ahead and give you guys a tour of the pantry. So let's get into it. And just to give you another look at the before, from the bottom to the top. I hope you guys liked my attempt at ASMR. I never get to do it because my house is never that quiet, so be gentle on your judgment. But here's the before, and get ready for the after. Alright, you guys remember what it looked like before. I'll insert the footage again here. And here is what we're looking like today. So I was able to get rid of quite a bit and kind of rethink how I want to use these areas. I got rid of so much and made so much room that I was able to fit my cereal containers up here. They've been living on the countertop for the past couple of months, which is not where I wanted them to be. I'm using this center bin for like chips and snacks and stuff. Sorry y'all, I'm on a ladder that I don't necessarily want my son to be able to just reach, or if I just want to put a certain amount down. Again, other snacks, things I don't necessarily want him to reach right away, and things that we just don't use as often. Like, oh, well, those nuts are up there because I love them, but my son loves them too, so I gotta put them up high, else I'm not gonna have any. But like specialty items you might see up there. So the point of it is, things that we don't need to reach for as often or that we don't use as often go up on this top shelf. Second shelf I kept as our bulk seasoning home and medication overstock. And also drink additives, so like liquid IVs, you see the Mio there. My matcha is back there, I keep here. I like the second shelf for stuff like this. One, because this stuff just gets so messy anywhere else. And also, second reason being, I can reach the second shelf. I'm a short person and my pantry is actually very tall. I'm on a ladder right now filming this for you guys, and I can't reach the top shelf, but I can reach the first shelf, at least the first part. So that's another reason why I have these bins, so I can get to things better instead of having to try to get up on a ladder every time I want to reach in these shelves and go far back. And far in the far back, I have a huge box of hot chocolate that I bought earlier for Christmas that it lasts pretty long, so hopefully I get through it, but I'll just be taking hot chocolate out as I go. So yeah, that's what the top cabinets are looking like. Everything is looking much better, much clearer, and a lot cleaner. All right, let's move on. All right, sticking with this angle for the seasonings, there isn't anything I changed about the seasonings. This system has been working pretty well for us, other than me personally being OCD and trying to keep it in a certain alphabetical grouped order. Outside of that, it works just fine. And I keep like the bag seasoning, like packet seasoning, in a little thing back there. All right. Alright, here is the next shelf. This one is looking a lot less cluttery. So this shelf I chose to keep as is. I just needed to kind of clean it up and remind myself of what in the world goes up here. So a new entrant to this drawer is baby food. Camden is now eating or starting to eat solids. So I want to keep his baby food readily accessible here. I have those olive oil cooking sprays here because they're a little bit tall. We get them from Costco, and y'all know everything from Costco is bigger, Sam's included. That's probably the only thing I don't like about things that we buy from there, is that the products are so freaking big and our kitchen is small, but it just makes sense for us to get certain things from there. This middle one is just like, you can call this my canned goods section. We don't use a ton of canned goods in our house, but for the ones we do, we keep them here. So you see a little bit of spaghetti sauce, some bone broth, some chicken noodle soup, and I got 2 cans of beans back there, and this is just some pickled red onions I picked up today. And this first container is meant for like hot sauces, honeys, and vinegars, things of that nature. I guess you can, like, stuff to make the food taste better or to the next level. So that's what'll go right. That's what's there. Right, I'm gonna do that shelf last. We're gonna go here. So this is like the dry goods / snacks drawer. We eat a lot. I keep a lot of the Ben's rice packs on hand because it's quick and easy, and my son eats the rice. Other like rice things, taco shells, some more rice. Got my seaweed back there, some snacks for Camden, and these are like salad toppings that Charles needs to access often, so we keep these here. Got some oatmeal here, some more Camden snacks. These are just here. He's not old enough to eat them yet, but we were gifted them, so I'm keeping them. And right here in this hole, like, there's no container right here, but it felt like a good spot for my pancake mix. If we continue to use pancake mix, ultimately I'll create a space for it in my baking goods drawer. But for right now, we're gonna do it here. And in the back, I moved our the fruit cups back here just to see how it works out. Right now, I like the way it looks better. I like the way it looks more visually right now because I, you know, have all the containers pulled up to the front, and it's not really hard to reach the fruit cups in the back. So that's what this is. Lastly, we still kept this, ooh, it's so heavy, the bulk drawer. So, but I was able to clear some things out that we simply just hadn't touched ever since I got it, and incorporate Camden's nursery water. I still have some vinegar there. Distilled water here, the intent is to keep 2 distilled waters at all times, so that'll kind of be my stock. And then we got cooking oils back here. That's 1 juice, and then there's 2 juices here, and 2 giant bags of dried fruit. One is prunes, one is craisins. Yeah, so that is this drawer. And last but not least, this is the new way I am keeping our baking goods / dry goods drawer here, or more dry goods. So in the back, you see I have those baking items. I have them in the back because I don't use them as often, but that's the flour, that's the sugar, that's the brown sugar. I actually use brown sugar more than I use those 2 in the back. And then this is, what is this? What did I put in here? Grits, because we eat grits probably every weekend, sometimes multiple times a week. And here, I actually really like the way these containers turned out in here. I don't have anything in these, so I just kind of wanted you to see the way they would stack in. So something, I might take these out once, or I might not, I don't know. But I have baking soda in here, kosher salt in here, white rice. I love having the labels at the top. I may consider getting black versions of these labels and putting them on the top labels of those. Who knows? We'll see. Not a rush. And then I have spaghetti in my new spaghetti container. Yeah. And another thing we kind of struggle with in this house is where to put bread. So I used one of my leftover containers that I cleared out and put it up here and put some bread we have in here at the time. As you can imagine, bread can go kind of fast as it either gets eaten up or expired. Right now we have these buns, and I'm going to keep them here, and I can just kind of keep this rotating with dry bread, so it's not just bread just don't have a home. If it's not in our refrigerator, which it also just kind of rolls around in there, it's just kind of on the countertop. So I'm happy to have this space. We'll see how this works for us. All right, you guys, that is it. That is the pantry tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys took some things from this to organize your own pantry. The method I use could honestly be used to organize anything in your home. So yeah, that's all I have. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed this content, especially if you got to this point in the video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.